for those of you who have wanted, okay, to open your online store, now your online store can have products. It can have services. I saw a young lady the other day who's my friend on Facebook who I'm going to reach out to her. She's actually selling products for authors. So she sells she helps you to get your journal started. She has courses to help you to get your journal started. And she had everything very, very neatly set up in a product catalog where you could just click the link and shop from her. I admired her organization. She made it very easy to buy from her. So you may not sell products. You may not want to drop ship or sell physical products. You guys may be more interested in selling your services, in selling your digital products. So if that's you and you've been having sort of like a hard time getting started, or you already have a store, but maybe you're missing some of the foundational blocks, that's what we're going to be talking about today, okay? So, the number one step, okay? Hey, Jamila Corbett, welcome in to building your online store. The first thing that I want you guys to do during this month of March is to identify your purpose. And honestly, guys, that is a building block, okay, for any business that you want to start. You want to know your purpose from the very beginning. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. I am a living example of that, okay? I am a movement starter. I'm a fire starter. Matter of fact, I'm a fire sign. I love to make noise and start fires, and then when those fires start to fizz out, I can easily fizz out with them if I don't have a plan. So if you're a fire starter like me, want to make sure that you have a plan, okay? So thank you, Lorvel, for that. You want, or Lord VZ, as Jamila calls you, you want to make sure that you always have a plan and identify purpose, what that purpose is before you start any business. So that's going to be our first building block that we're going to lay down today. What will you sell? Okay. What need will it fill? So I want you to identify what need your product is going to meet, because products that meet a need or touch on a pain point, when you touch them where it hurts, they last the test of time, okay? So, what's your purpose? What will you sell? What need will you fill? What type of product? What type of store will you have? We just finished the 5-day jumpstart. That's also, the replay is inside of the link I gave you, bit.ly/ecom vault, okay? All lowercase. You can go inside of that vault and you can find whatever you need to jumpstart your business this March, okay? And we talked about inside of that boot camp, do I do a general store? Do I do a niche store? What do I sell? We talked about all of that during the boot camp, guys, okay? So these are all the things that you want to know before you get started, because take it from me, if you don't have a purpose, before you get started, you will get lost along the way. You really won't know where to go from there, okay? So the first foundational building block of an online store, and for any business really, is to know up front what your purpose is, right? Yeah, who's going to need your product? What need is your product going to fill? Or what have you? What type of people are going to be interested in these products? What purpose will this serve? Hey, Robin, welcome in. Thank you so much for listening in at work. Okay, so if you guys can hit the share and invite button and pay this live video some love so that other people can come in and hear as well, that will be super appreciated, and thank you so much. Okay, so number 2, I'm going to make this quick, guys. It's not going to be long. Number 2, Shanita T. Hey, lady, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Your name and your domain name. The name of your business and your domain name. Guys, I see some business names that they don't add up for me. They don't make much sense. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that. With your business name, I really don't want you to get too deep. Okay, some of the clients I talk to during my Hour of Power, which is a 1-hour coaching with me for some marketing planning, some strategy. Maybe you're stuck with your online store, and I talk to you about that during that Hour of Power. And they say to me that, hey, Tanisha, welcome in, love. They say, oh, my business, the name of my store is going to be, and they tell me some long name. Maybe the name is foreign, maybe it's African or something that people don't understand, or whatever the situation may be, okay? What I want you, good morning, Faye, welcome in. Hey, Ariel, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in, guys, and make sure to share and invite, and I'd appreciate that. So you want to make sure that your name, guys, okay, makes sense. We don't want to overthink these names, right? Thank you, Danielle. Danielle's had my hour power. Thanks for vouching for that. So you don't want these domain names, guys, to not explain exactly what it is that you're selling, right? If you do use a different name or a foreign name, that's fine. But somewhere in that name, you need to tell that person what it is, okay? And make sure that your name is fairly short. You don't want it to be too long. Remember, you want to stick on customers and you want to be memorable. What I suggest is no more than 3 to 4 syllables, like price to love, okay? Or I am a brand or something like that. There are lots of names out there, but you want to make sure that they're short. 3 to 4, pushing it 5 syllables, okay? I think mine is Ecom Cash Queen, so mine is 4 syllables. You want to have something that says what you do in a few syllables so that it can stick with people, okay? So that it can stick with people, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that it's memorable. And some tips to finding names. I know that Shopify has some free name generators for your business inside of my Ecom Mastermind, guys, and this one is completely free. You can get there, the Ecom Profit Tribe. You can get there, bit.ly/Ecom Cash, okay? Go inside of that group into the file section. Lots of resources. Shopify actually has a free tool that will help you to name your business, okay? And it's a cool tool. You can go in there and you can kind of plug and play some ideas. But I want you guys to stick with a business name that's fairly short and it describes what it is that you do. I know that we like to be deep in everything that we do and we like to have great meaning. But when you create your business, I always want you to be thinking about your customer. Have your customer in mind because those are the people that are going to be investing in you, that are going to be buying from you. So you want to make sure that your business, the name, the branding, the everything is designed to attract your ideal customer. It can't be all about you and be all for you because guess what? You're not going to be buying from yourself, okay? So I just want you to keep that in mind. Your domain name, okay? Don't have a domain name that is Shelly Makes Scarves and they're beautiful.com. Now, nobody has that, hopefully, okay? It's a silly example that I'm giving you, but what I'm saying, guys, is that your domain name, it don't need to be that deep. Make it short. Make it short. My website is ecomcashqueen.com. Very easy to remember. Okay, very easy to be imprinted in your mind because no one else has it. It's very set apart and it's not too long, okay? You want for people to remember you. When you're out at events and you're networking and you're shaking hands with people and they say, well, do you have a website where I can find you? Yes, you can hand them a business card or you can send them a virtual card or you can connect with them on Facebook. But if you're able to give them that domain name that sticks out in their mind so that they can remember you later, that's awesome. Okay, so keep those things in mind about your name and your domain name. And when it comes to your domain name, it's where they find you online. You want to go for a .com first if you can, and possibly buy like your .net or .info. There are other versions of that you can buy, but my favorite place to get domain names is GoDaddy.com. You can also go to HostGator. And if you are a Shopify store owner, Shopify actually will walk you through the process of getting that domain. I know Squarespace actually gives you a free one with one of their plans, and Wix and some other places do too. But as you guys know, I'm more so an advocate for Shopify sites, okay? So they will walk you through that process. So a quick reset, okay? Welcome in live. As you are coming in live, guys, say hello to your girl. Drop me a comment below. It is a beautiful day. I am here talking to you about 5 foundational blocks of an online store. Please spread love by sharing and inviting. My name is Dallas Gordon, ecomcashqueen.com, your e-commerce business coach, marketing success strategist, and success motivator. So guys, we are on tip number 3. Are y'all ready? Hey, Sayla, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So tip number 3, your colors, your branding, your logo. I do not specialize in that stuff, but we got some rock stars up in here who do. You know who they are. Hey, good morning, Carla. I got some rock star friends in business, okay, that you can go to who can help you to get your colors together, your branding together, your logo. They can look over your business and help you to strategize those things, okay? But to give you a few suggestions today, all right? I want you to have a logo, please. Do yourself a favor and have a logo. Yes, when you're starting an online store, can you have your online store with just the basic writing up there? Janine, welcome in, lovely. Thanks for coming in. You sure can. You can have your website and just use the basic writing, because typically with Shopify, they give you an online store and you have your template, and they have just like some writing, some fancy writing that could pass for your logo, but not really. I want you guys to do yourself a favor and present yourself out to the world like the boss that you are this month, and I want for you to design a clean logo, okay? And it's very easy to do. You can do it through Canva, okay? And I'm going to actually be having a Canva course soon, a webinar where you can shadow me and see how I'm designing images and using Canva for my businesses. It'll be about $9 or something to get your seat. Very cheap, but look out for that, okay? You can use Canva to create your logo. I do it all the time. I'm to a point now where I very rarely even pay people for logos, for these different businesses and ideas I'm popping up with. I go to Canva. And you can also do Fiverr.com as well, okay, guys? If you're just not like real nifty with like designing and stuff, that's 100% fine. Pay somebody $5 to do it for you in the e-com profit trap in the file section. I have a couple of my favorite logo designers. You're free to use them, okay? And definitely do that, all right? So your branding and your logo and your messaging and your colors, think about that. It's one of the foundational blocks of your online store or business, okay? I want you to think about that, and the way that you do that, I want you to just think about what your customer, your ideal customer would want or want to see. Guys, what would they want to see? Because I know that sometimes we get caught up in what we want, but what would they want? My ideal customer is a girl boss, okay? She's a girl boss. She wants to own her own businesses. She wants to call her own shots. She may be a single mom. She may be a stay-at-home mom. She may not be a mom at all, but she is a woman. Do I attract other people outside of women into my business? Oh, yeah, I got the guys in there too, but primarily it's the woman, okay? The woman who is the working age, who wants to provide an income for her family, okay? Or it's the retirement age woman who wants to get her money right for retirement. Those are typically the pockets that my customers kind of fall in, and I know that in advance. So my branding calls out to the queens who want to rule. My logo calls out to the queens who want to rule. Okay, my marketing calls out to the queens who want to rule, because I know who you are before you ever discover me. So that's what this is all about. If you want to get your branding popping, your colors, your logo, I want you to do it with your customer in mind. Okay? Yes, Lorval, have to figure out what your ideal customer wants. Hey, Nakia Ray, welcome in, girlie. Thanks for coming in. So, guys, please definitely continue to show me some love if you're getting something from this. Drop me a comment below, press the share and invite button, and get some more people in here, okay? And we are going to push forward to number 4. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Okay. Number 4, host. Your host and your design. Who are you going to host your website with? Okay? Who are you going to host it with? Now, if you design a website with me, okay, you're going to have as long as you want to start to pay your bill, okay, for your free trial, because I'm a developer with Shopify. So if you do your site with me, I can hold your site for you as long as you want, and then when you're ready to get started, you can get it started. I have a few of you I'm holding sites for until you're really ready to take on the monthly plan, and that's fine. And that's with Shopify, but you want to choose a host, and we've talked about so many times what to look for in a host, okay? You definitely want to make sure they got it going on. What I love about Shopify, guys, is that, you know, they are very advanced. They are very connected. They have all the tools that a new online seller needs to get plugged in and begin selling. Maybe, thanks Danielle, you're awesome, girlie. Maybe your host, maybe you don't start on your own at first. Maybe you start on eBay. Maybe you start on Etsy, okay? Maybe you start on another platform. And I definitely suggest that for new sellers, okay? But you want to make sure that your host, if they're hosting you, they have everything that you need, okay? And this is just the website that you're going to run your business from, okay? And Shopify is going to be a host for your products, your email list, all of those different kinds of things that you need. They're going to provide you with the tools to be able to run your online store efficiently and host it on their servers, okay? So that's what a host is. So you want to host one, and then you want to pick a design. I can come in there where I can design your site for you, or you can pick a free design and try to go for it yourself. Completely up to you. But that's your hosting and your design. Very important. I want you to, once again, keep in mind your customer. Keep in mind your customer, guys, and what they are going to want, what they are going to want to see. Look at your colors. Make sure it's calling to them. Make sure that it's attractive to them. Guys, I've seen some of the most, and this is not to knock anybody, the nasal drip is kicking in, y'all, as usual. This winter is beating me up, okay? But I'm not knocking anybody, guys, but I've seen some really terrible branding, okay? And as you guys are coming in live, be sure to say hello to your girl. Drop me a comment below and help me to share and invite. That would be awesome, guys. Some of the branding that I'm seeing out here is it's totally tore up. Okay, the colors are dark, and dark isn't really bad, but you have to be careful on, is your branding attractive to the eye? Is it what people want to see? Is it what your ideal customer wants to see? And you can do some research online, guys, to see how certain colors make your customers feel. Okay? And I want you to look at that. Right? So number 5, our last one, guys, and thanks for that love, is the initial product or products that you're going to sell. You don't need 1,000 products. It might just be one product that you start with. I have one store where I'm just selling one single event outdoor tent from, where I'm just selling a tent. That's all I have on the site is one tent. So when you come to the site, you only have one option to buy just that tent, okay? So that's one of the things that I'm doing and experimenting with, okay? But you want to know what products that you want to sell, products or products that you want to sell. Before you go into this, do some research. I shared some tools within the tribe. There's a free webinar where you can get ideas for products, okay, and things that you can sell that I shared. There are different ways to do research, guys, to figure out what is your initial product or products going to be? What are they going to be like? What needs are they going to serve? And then you can begin adding those products to your store. So typically, when I start a new online store, these are the foundational basics that I sit down with a pen and paper with my computer, and I plan these things out before I start the store.